You must speak with time swiftness in the speed of using it, and from a torrent that rushes by and will always flow, you must drink quickly. A very good afternoon to our honorable guest, Mr. Somasundaram, and all the students of BBA, BCA, BSc CS, and BSc LS. It's Vaishnavi welcoming everybody to the session on time management organized by the Center for Soft Skill and Aptitude Training. Before we start the session, we will start with a silent prayer. Now, with much honor, I would like to call upon Ms. Jennifer to deliver the welcome speech.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Jennifer UK, take this wonderful opportunity to welcome you all to this wonderful training session. First and foremost, I would like to welcome our respected President, Father Dr. Augustine George, and all the deans and all the HODs of every department. Next, I would like to welcome the resource person for the day, our very own Professor T. Somasundaram, who is going to train us through time management for beginners. Next, I would extend my warm welcome to the committee members of CREATE Center for Soft Skill and Aptitude Training, and to all the session staff coordinators, and last but not the least, to all my fellow Jayantis to this wonderful training session.
Thank you, Vaishnavi, and thank you, Jennifer. Very good afternoon, students. On behalf of Center for Soft Skill and Aptitude Training, I welcome you all for this soft skill training session on time management for beginners. Okay. Yeah, so we'll move on to the session now. Just start sharing my screen. Is this screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So once again, a very good afternoon to all. Welcome back to this soft skill training session on time management for beginners. Right? Okay. So before moving on to the session, just I want to know what do you mean by time management? Everyone knows that what is called time management, but how you are going to manage it effectively? Or is there anybody there, sir, from the day one? Okay. Whenever I work, plan any work, whenever I started working anything, I started planning in a proper way, and so far I have completed my work on time. I had managed my time in this way. Is there any that can you share your experience? Can you put in here the chat box that, sir, I used to follow this method so that I can able to manage my time very easily. So I have a specific technique, okay, which I used to follow every time so that I can able to manage my time. Sir, I have to sit and plan that how I can manage my time for various activities. I don't have a common strategy for me to manage the time. I have a different strategy. If I want to manage my work, I will be doing a different way. If I want to manage my personal things, I'll do in a different way. So I may be following a different way of time management. Right? So in what way you will be able to manage it? Because of course it's very clear. Everyone knows that time is very important. But the thing is now the problem is we have the time. Right? We cannot say that we don't have a time. We have enough time. But are we managing the time which is given to us in a maximum level? In what way we are wasting it? Or how we are telling that, sir, this is not, I'm not getting an exact time to complete the thing, right? So can you share your experience? Can you put in the chat box that how you will manage, or if you're not able to manage, what is the problem you are facing, or what is the strategy you are planning for managing your time? Yes, Mayur. Yeah, Mayur has given that, sir, not 100%, but some 5%, yes. Okay, 75%. Mayur able to manage his time. Very good. Good. Fine. Now, yes, Roshan. Sir, I look at time as money. So I spend it first on the things I need, then on the things I want. Okay. So as Rohan told that, sir, I will focus about the time like as a money, right? Because money is also very important. Okay. Money goes, we can earn, but time goes, we can't earn. That's very important. Right. So he is thinking that, sir, which is need, which is important for me, which is important for me. You may have many things, right? You may have many things in your life, but which is important at present? Because we are living our life, we are doing the things, okay, we are executing it, whatever the actions from us, right? We are everything we are doing depend upon the time. Now, see, how many of you are now, once if you got the information that today we have a training session, okay, yesterday, so you started thinking because it's a Saturday afternoon, half day, so why they're organizing it even, and okay, so we planned in this way, so we'll see, just we'll attend this program and then we'll proceed with the other. Suppose if the program is not arranged, you will have a different plan. So you are planning your activity according to time, right? Everybody who are living in the world, right? You are doing on based on the time, right? So looking your need and then focusing on what you want. Very good. Good way of presenting that how I can manage it. Good. Yes, Akash. Akash told us starting the day early, sleeping early and doing it accordingly time, not waste the time and many more. That is the time way of utilizing the time effectively and efficiently. Very good. That is also one way. But it may not be the situation all the case. Right? How many of you are joined this session on time? Tell me. How many of them have joined this on time? No, still people are on the road. Why? Because it's because of getting delayed or maybe engaged in some other work. Right, very good. Good way of utilizing in an effective and efficient way. Very good, Akash. And Mayur told us a strategy and the way you are going to enjoy the life that should focus to keep our time, okay, which is really for your career and should go hand in hand. Very good. So Mayur told that, sir, time is very important. The way we are following the mechanism, strategy, no, he is telling that we need to enjoy that. Now we got this time to the session, so let them enjoy the session. Hear something from the session. We will get at least some input. After this, we go for some other work. From that, we can get some other thing. You are enjoying, and then you are making it that it will time to be more and more utilized for your time. And ensuring that another important line is given, ensuring that it should go hand in hand, it should not miss. Okay, very good, Mayu. Okay, any other answers? Any other answers? Any other answers? If you have any answers, you can give me in the chat box. What questions? I asked question that how you are managing your time. Is there any strategy that you are following? Or sometimes you are not able to manage it. What is the reason behind that? Why most of the time you are not able to follow? For example, you are invited for a program, right? But you are not able to go. Most of the programs I go after half an hour, 1 hour. Why it's get delayed? Did you analyze that? Did you experience that? And after thinking that, sir, I wasted some time there. That's why I got delayed. That is what my questions. So by giving ourselves the emotional permission to spend time on things today, that will give us more time for tomorrow. Okay, good. So Darshan told that we should, what we can say is, don't think that just 1 hour, 1 minute is going on. So he is connecting our time with our emotional attachment, right? It's like how we are feeling that these people should be with us, and the relationship with them is good, and the bond. So he's telling that the time is emotionally attached to us. Right, very good. We should not forget to give time for our happiness, saying that we should always be serious because happiness is life. When we both do well in life and also be happy along with it. To become such a big statement by your good stranger. And Jennifer told us are planning to finish the things that need to be finished first. Of course, the priority. Okay, as Rogan told that the priority needs and wants. It's very important. Okay. Good. Okay, so thank you for your response. Okay. Okay. So everyone knows that the time is very important. There is no doubt in that. And we are depending on time for everything. Right? We are taking food depend upon the time, not always. Right? We are doing the work depend upon the time which is given to us. Right? We are living our life depend upon the time which is given to us. Right? So that is the thing. So with this, we'll start the today's session. So welcome back to the session and myself, Prof.T.Somasundaram from the Department of Management. I welcome you all for this time management session. Right. Okay. So first important thing is what you know about time. See, there are three important things are there. Why you have to manage your time? Everyone has the time. But what is the importance of it? The first important thing is which is priority for you, as Rohan told that, right? Needs and wants. So as of now, this is my priority. Because if I do this, my goals will be fulfilled. My expectation will be fulfilled. Right? So priorities, the people those are thinking that time is very important and it is very much needed for them to reach their goal. Priority is very important. According to that, we need to start managing your time. Second thing is time and pay wait for time. This you already know. Okay, as told that, sir, I'm looking at time like a money. But if you lost the money, we can gain it back again. But if you lost the time, you cannot gain it. Once it is gone, gone. Right? And most of the people who waste their time, definitely they lose their identity. Right? They lose their identity. You can see in many incidents, right? At a particular time, when it's a critical situation, if anything happens and if the person's coming and helping out in that situation, you will remember because time, right? Time is very important. So please utilize the time which is given to you so that you can show your identity. That is a very important thing. So there's the three important factors that we need to consider in the time management. Right, and this is the present scenario. See, how many of people are ready to go to the counter and do it on time? No, right? Generally, basically, if teacher is asking the assignment to you, how many people are submitting an assignment on time? No, only few. Why? Because just you are not valuing the time. If you complete this on time, definitely you will get a credit for that. So if you complete your assignment on time, in the upcoming days, you have enough time to complete the next assignment. Otherwise, it looks like a burden for you. Now see, they are asking those who have time to stand in the line here. Those who don't have the time stand in the line. See, most of the people are thinking that they don't have a time. And see the person who's the counter, how he can manage that. It's a stressful. And people those are standing in this queue, you will be worried. See the counter and see this counter. This is what the present scenario. Everything we want to do at the last moment. There are certain things that we can do in the last minute, depend upon the situation, depend upon the emergency. But it is not in all the cases. It will be a burden for you, it will be a stress for you. You will lose that over that how I can manage myself. So this is what the present scenario in the society now. But you people has to think that how time is very important for your work. According to that, you have to plan. And time management. So it is not like something you have to learn, something you have to get trained. No. Basic thing is it's a common sense. That's all. Usually we used to ask, right? When the students comes late, we used to ask why you are coming late. You know, right? You should come on time to class or program. You come on time for exam. It's a basic thing. It's a common sense. You should eat on time. You should sleep on time. You should complete your work on time. These are all the things which comes under our regular activity. It is not the way like I should learn. I should learn the subject called time management. Only I know how to manage it. Not like that. It is depend upon your priority. It is depend upon your work. Okay, you take your example as your mother as an example. How she is able to manage your time, right? She can able to manage the time. Out of 24 hours, few hours she's sleeping, few hours, and then she's doing the work in the farm, and few hours she's spending for taking care of children, her husbands, her family members, and few hours he's spending in the office to work, right? Few hours he's spending to chat with his friends, okay, and few hours she's spending to take care of herself, right? But we are wasting, right? There are people still they will be sleeping, okay, they'll be wasting their time and getting delayed in every work. So the basic things about time management is like a common sense. So there are two ways out of it. Most of the people will work under pressure. Last minute, last minute, last minute. Okay, there are people that they don't worry about the matter or time matter. Whatever the matter is, I'm not worried about that time. If the work is given to me, I will finish it on time. Whether I need to go for the according to the time plan. Some people will not worry. Depend upon their experience level, depend upon their expertise. Okay, they may easily they can manage. But if you are a beginner, sir, if you are thinking that, sir, so far I never thought about the time. I never thought about the time. From the school days, I'll just wake up in the morning, I'll just get ready, I'll go to school, I'll attend the classes, I'll come back, and then I will study whatever is given to them, and then after that I will play, and then I'll go home. And after going home, I will sit with my mom, I'll talk, and then like that you may have a various things in your life. So far, I never had a plan on managing my time. I just gone through how it is happening. That's it. Suppose if you want to manage, so as a beginner, right? As a beginner, you need to set some priorities. Right now, you have a lot of being a first year student. You have a lot of commitment, okay, in terms of academic activities as well as the co-curricular activities. You have to attend the classes. You have to go for some other activities. You have to do this assignment. You have to contribute this work. You have to coordinate this work. All these things, okay, gives you a priority for you to show your identity. Don't think that just like a pressure. If opportunity is given to you, if you are utilizing that opportunity in the right time, your identity will be visible. So don't think that time management is just like managing the time so that I feel comfortable. No, that's why I already told you the third important point is identity. Identity, very very important. Okay, the right time. How we identify Mahendra Singh Dhoni? The right time he plays in our cricket team. Once all that legends gone, no, Ganguly, and then Rahul Dravid, Robin Singh, and Sachin Tendulkar, all these people started retiring. No? On right time, we got a person who leads to Indian team. Right? Identity. If it is not utilizing the problem, we know when Dhoni comes, okay, as a sixth batsman or seventh batsman, we have a confidence that, sir, we will win, right? Because time, he know how to manage your time. The last minute also, you know how to win the match, showing his identity, right? Like that, many examples we can say. If you're following the proper time, managing the time, it shows your right identity. Okay, and exactly what you want to finish it, you will finish it. Time management. Okay, no one will expect this, right? So that is very, very important. Yes. See, right time is a very important factor. Right time is allocated to the right activity. Sir, is that I am using a right time? This is the right time. You are asking, right? Ma'am, this is the right time to talk to you. This is the right way to do it. So you have a right time to do that particular activity. You have to do it in a proper way. Right time is very important. And another important thing is whatever the time you got, whether the time is you got 5 minutes or 5 hours or 5 days, please utilize for a maximum purpose. And ensure that sir, I have utilized this 5 minutes time effectively. I'm happy that I utilized this time. I never wasted this time. Right? That is a time management. That is very important. Okay, everyone can manage their time, but the two important factors is are you utilizing the time in the right way, and the particular time is allotted for the right activity, because we are wasting our time in unwanted activities, right? Simply sitting and not making ourselves comfortable. Because of that, we are wasting our time. That is one of the way of time management, right? And another important thing is why we need to manage our time. What is the reason? Many factors are save your time. Sir, I can save my time if I utilize the time in proper way. I can reduce the stress myself. I do not feel. See, when you are coming to the college, if you start early from your home, right, reach the class on time, so that you will not have the pressure that they will not allow, they will not give attendance, or they will close me or whatever it is. And if you have a proper way of managing your time, you can do your work effectively. You have a time. Sir, I got 1 hour time. Okay, so I'm going to utilize this 1 hour effectively. So once if you started using the time effectively, you can increase your outcome. Right? And you can be able to manage your things. Since you came late to the college, so first term you start missing the attendance, and first term you miss the classes what they cover, and then you didn't hear what they told, and after that second hour it continues. Okay, with lot of confusions, you are sitting in the class, right? So all these things will get affected. So we need to manage our time for this purpose. That is very, very important, right? And it includes effective planning. We cannot manage the time just like that. Since I am telling everything to you now, so Sarah has told how to manage the time. He has given all these things. No, until you plan for your work, until you set priorities, this is very important for me at present. In this time, I need to complete this. In this time, I need to do this. Until you set the effective plan, you cannot manage your time. First important thing is effective plan. Second thing is set a goals. So this 1 hour is given to me. Okay, I will do this 1 hour. I want to complete this two problem. Do it. So in this 1 hour, I want to complete this assignment. So they are given this 2 hours to me. So in this 2 hours, I should go and meet the clients and get the appointment or get the things. Right. So setting a goals and objectives and deadline is very important. And next important thing is delegation of responsibility. Delegation of responsibility. That is very important. How you are going to delegate yourself and giving a priorities to the activities that you are following, and make use of the right time for the right activity. That is very, very important. This is a way of managing your time. So if you want to manage your time, it is not that, sir, I got an experience. Okay, even though if experienced person without a proper plan, you cannot manage your time. That is very important, right? And next important thing is, see, don't try to show that, sir, I can manage everything. There are some students, right? Some people will say that, sir, I can manage everything. If they say, whatever work you say, they will say, I can able to manage everything. I can able to manage everything. But don't show that you can manage everything by still you are multitasking. Multitasking is good, one way is good, but it is not an effective strategy for managing your time. That gives you a stress, that gives you a burden for you sometimes, and also depend upon the work. So multitasking, you have a quality, sir, I can do more than two works or maximum three works at a time. Of course, we accept your talent, we accept your uh, things, but how it's helpful for you to manage your time. So multitasking sometimes creates a problem also, but don't show that I can able to manage everything by doing multitasking. You concentrate on one and each and every one. You have a multitask. Sir, today I have some 5 to 6 works I have. Okay. You cannot do all the 5 to 6 works simultaneously, right? Give the priority. Which work has to finish it first today before the tight deadline? Which work is important? This is focus on that. Try to finish within that 1 hour. Next 1 hour. What is active? Like that, you can go one by one, concentrate on it, so that all the works will be completed on time instead of doing all the times together. So don't manage your time by showing your multitasking. Multitasking is one of the good things, but it will not be applicable in all the situations. Right. And the next thing is there are some examples of this. You can manage, you can see these all these things, how they manage this time. Right. When you talk about the legends, when you talk about the famous personality, you will understand what they follow. Right. These are the people who are successful in their field. But see their time management. They are focusing on the time. Okay, they are focusing on the work which helpful for them to manage their time so that they can able to reach their goal. Right? He don't want to waste their time. See, most of the people use basically right. We used to say, come, there will be a command when girls or when women are asking to get ready for the programs. They will take much time. Right? See this guy as a Mark Zuckerberg, right? He never wears the same t-shirt every day, provide basic time of teaching what to wear. See how funny it is. So this is how he is managing that 1 hour time. Similarly, the Bill Gates, right? He trains his mind and body by watching educational videos. You don't know, some means multitasking. There are some people you do multitasking. That is also one way to manage your time. And similarly, see these peoples. How Steve Jobs and similarly Thomas Edison. If these people are not able to manage their time, we cannot come to know what they done. Okay, on the right time, they are entered, they are shown their identity. How? They know how to manage their time. Right? They know how to manage their time. When they are working, when they're going for sleep, when they're eating, they are into the different thought. I should not waste my time. I should be able to utilize everything in a proper way. I should not waste a single minute. If I do that, this I cannot able to get it. Right? So this is a way of managing the time. Right? And see Warren Buffett. He will read at least 6 newspapers after waking up. That is enough for him to know the entire thing or the important things which you want to know every day. And similarly, time management, see what she's telling. If I wake up before sunrise, it's helpful for me to motivate me that I can do a wonders on the particular day. So if you see these people's right, there are a lot of people's time factor, very, very important. How they can able to manage their time to success in their life. Right. So that is one of the way that we can manage your time. So think that time is most valuable thing that only you can spend. Time is the most valuable thing only you can spend. Okay, on behalf of you, no one can spend. You are responsible to manage your time, to utilize your time which is given to you. Right. And this is very important. So guys, if you are, sir, year after only, after thinking about what is called time management, year after only, I have a plan that I want to set some systems and methodology for me to manage my time. So how I can set, what is the techniques I can follow? So now from today onwards, we can set the priorities. So what is your priorities in your life? Sir, after I have to complete my course, I have to complete my degree, I have to achieve this job, I have to go and work in this company, I have to complete this work, it may be your personal work, I have to complete some other work which is given by your parents or relatives. All these things are, but which is very important as of now. First, set the priority one by one. If I want to get a very good job, before that, I need to get developed. I should know how to get the things within that time. So if you're able to complete this, I can able to move to the next level. Set the priorities. After setting the priorities, finish that particular task on time. Sir, my parents has given the time period that 3 to 4 years or 5 years is the time period which is given to me to complete my studies. Either you can study here or you can go abroad or you can study any courses, but the time which is given to me is 5 years, maximum 5 years. So within that 5 years, I need to finish it. And after 5 years, I need to go for a job. I need to look into the other career. So finish your task on time. So 1 year, what you should do. Next year, what I should do. And try to identify yourself that which is very, very important. Okay, which is not important. And always focus on that. Career is always important. So your studies. So whatever the work you are doing, you have to focus on the studies also. You cannot say that, sir, this incident disturbed me a lot. To a certain level, okay. But you need to overcome that and try to finish it. Come out of from that and please start focusing on your work. And always set a realistic target where you can able to complete it. Other one cannot fix a target for you. You know what is your quality, what is the competency you have, what kind of targets I can set according to the time which is available for me, or what are the tasks I can able to complete myself based on my competency. According to that, you just fix the target and ensure that you can able to complete it. It should be possible. The particular task should be completed. Don't go for overload yourself. Don't think that I can do all the things. There are some people, right? We ask and they'll say everything, okay, give me, I will do. Give me. They will keep on telling that I will do everything. Don't overload yourself. And always be punctual. That is very important. Be disciplined in the work that you are doing. Because that's helpful for you to manage your time. And always be organized. Okay, there are people, right? Sometimes they may not be organized. And if you are organized, perfect. Right? Some people, most of the people not organized. Once you just, after college, if you are going to your home, you just throw your bag that side and your bike key in the left hand side and the shoe on the under the table, that's it. One day morning, you will wake up and you will find out where it's gone. Right? Organized so that you cannot waste your time. Since you are keep on searching the keys and shoes and shirts and belts, all those things, gets delayed 10 minutes. And you are, instead of starting 7:50, you start at 8 o'clock from your home. Instead of reaching here 8:15, you reach 8:30. That gets delayed. Instead of 8:30, since you reach, they're not allowing for the class. Or 8:40 you reach, they're not allowing. You miss the attendance. That creates stress for the whole day. See, that is a very important. Being organized is also one of the important things that you can manage your time. And the way that you do the work is enjoy the work. That's what one of our students also told. Right? You just consider time and enjoy the work that you're doing at the time. That is very important. So this is a time management techniques. And if you see the situations, if you don't able to manage your time, it's become very odd. You lose everything. You lose your temper, you lose your patience. You'll feel that I am like something is worsening on me, something stress on me. And you will be under the what we can say emergency and lot of pressure, overload, start shouting and we'll get because of that we'll get all other problems. So don't make yourself situation to be more and more hard. Managing your time, very, very important. Right. And this is one of the matrix. This is common matrix followed by almost all the peoples. If you take examples of people those who manage the time effectively, definitely without this matrix, they will not move their day. So you need to categorize your work, okay, according to the time factor. So there are 4 important quadrants, or see the quadrant here, okay, which is urgent and whether it is important, which is not urgent, but it is important, but it is not urgent. As of now, no need. Third quadrant, which is urgent, but it is not at all important. Why you need to focus? what they're asking very urgently, but it is not important for me. Sir, it is not at all important, not at all urgent. So you have to divide your work, the priorities, task, whatever things that you are doing in the four quadrants. You are thinking that, sir, this is a very, very important work and this is emergency, it is needed. It is needed now. Okay, so you are under the pressure. Anyhow, somehow you have to manage it. Somehow you have to manage it. Okay, you will be under the pressure. Start overcoming the pressure. Okay, and try to make it fast. That is the one way. Okay, but you cannot put into that particular situation. Why? Because you delayed in some other work, or you delayed in getting the particular work. That's why, because of that, you miss that time management. So if you are thinking that in that case that it's very, very emergency and it is important, because sometimes emergencies, right, takes place, okay, without giving any warning, just like that will take place. We have to overcome it. Suppose you're thinking that, sir, this is a very important work only, but as of now, it is not urgent. After 2 days also we can do that. Then, okay, within that 2 days, what is the plan? How you are going to complete it so that before the deadline you can complete it. But it is important one. And you are thinking that, sir, very, very urgent. They are asking now itself to complete. They are asking, my team manager asked me to complete this and send it. But after seeing the work, I think that it is not at all important. Why I need to do that? Just to get the work from me, he is asking to do it immediately. Avoid those things. Avoid those things. And when there is no important, not at all urgent, total waste. Right? No need to consider about that. Okay, you can quit and then you can focus on some other work. So this is a time management matrix that you can how to follow to manage your time. That's a very important way of managing your time. And very, very important. See, if you want to realize the value of the time, please go ahead and ask these questions. So ask a student, your friends, what is the value of 1 year time? He will tell you how he realized that time is very, very important and more than that. And you ask, right, mother who has given the birth to a premature baby, 1 month, she will experience that. As a person, right, who is a editor of the weekly newspaper, what is the time, 1 week time? He will be under pressure. Within that week, the entire week news has to be published. Otherwise, he doesn't have a job. Think about the daily wage labor. 1 day is very, very important for him. If he miss 1 day, he misses labor. He misses daily wages. That affects his family. And you can ask your lovers pairs, what is a 1 hour time, right? You can able to express that. And you ask the person who missed the train, he will say that 1 minute, how precious it is. And as the person who missed the accident when is coming in a two-wheeler, just a second. Okay, and similarly, you ask the person who participated in the athletics and missed the gold medal because of milliseconds, right? So this is the reality. You can think that, sir, what is there in managing our time is happening just like that, it's going like that, okay. But when you will get the realization, means if this incidents, if these things happens in your work, you will come to know the importance of time. Then at that time you will feel that I would have managed my time at the starting stage itself. Because of that, I missed this. So you have to realize the importance of time. Right? Everyone has time. Right? It is not that, sir, I am busy, I don't have any time. No. You have the time, you have sufficient time to live your life. But the problem is most of the time we are wasting it without realizing how it is important. how it is important. We got 24 hours. Okay, in that you just detect 12 hours because sleeping, other things, and we have 12 hours. Okay, in that take maximum 10 hours. 10 hours per day. We can utilize it in an effective way. We can do a lot of wonders if you know the value of time. So that is very important. So time management is very, very important. And something you have to do, whatever the things is given to you, whatever the time you got. Sir, this is the time given to me. I need to do something. Yes, do it and do the best and go ahead. Don't waste your time. This is the time I got in my life. Right? Do it. Do something in that time. Whether you like or not, you didn't like, do it something and make it best. Right? And you forget about the rest. That is a simple thing, simple concept of managing your time. Okay, if you finish it, your work will be over. Or if you're extending it, pressure, and you will not able to complete it on time. You will be under pressure and you will not contribute yourself full-fledged to complete that. But sir, this is the time given to me. Whatever is there, complete it, finish it. Whatever maximum you can do it, do it. Let's see the output later. Okay, so that you can finish your work on time. And very important thing is whatever the things you got, okay, do it on time. Do something. Okay, you may think Saturday, after this is your all this thing planned. Later we can focus on some other thing. Try to do whatever maximum you can do it today itself. Because what you are going to do today is that determines what you are going to do tomorrow. If you are not properly planned today, tomorrow's plan is collapsed. Right? If you are not managing your time properly, tomorrow's work will be collapsed. So your future, what you are going to create. Sir, after 5 years, I want to be like this. I want to work in this concern. I want to start my business. So your future is always depend upon what you do today. Okay, you told that I want to work in this concern. What is the step that you are going to take today? If you ask, most of the people will say that, sir, after 5 years only, that time we can see. To reach that 5 years, what you are doing in present, that is very important. Because time will not always wait for you, and time will not be same in all the situations. After 5 years, anything can happen. After 5 years, anything can happen. Anything can be changed. Right? That is very important. And nobody is too busy. There are people they will say, no, I'm so busy. Okay, I don't have any time to do this. Not like that. It's depend upon their priority. That means they didn't give the priority to the particular work. So others are saying that I'm busy. I'm not able to do this work, so I'm busy. And time management is a very important thing in life management. That's why there is a proverb, right? According to the age, first 8 years is the right age, okay, to grow, to play, okay, and after that 8 years is that more number of knowledge, wisdom you will getting. After that 8 years is maturity. You should know right and wrong. You should be able to manage yourself. And after 8 years is a period where you have to go for a work year. After the 8 years is a period where you have to settle with your family, and last 8 years is a period where you can settle in your life as old age. So time management is a life management. If you made any problem in this, right? If you are missing the time period where it is given to you for studying or undergoing a study, if you miss that, you will lose your career. Once if you lose your career, you cannot go ahead with your proper life. Once if you lose your life, there is no use of living your life. See, you may think that, sir, those days I was like this, now I was like this, tomorrow I don't know how it. Everything is dependent upon the time. So time management is a life management. We need to focus more and more on that. And finally, okay, always understand, okay, time is also one of the precious things in your life. It is one of the capital that human can afford. Okay, any human has the capital is time. I have a time. Okay, if you have, for example, if you have a money, if you're asking that you have a money, no, I don't have a money. Why? If I'm asking why, No, I didn't have my food for the past 2 days. So that's why I'm asking now. So if I'm able to spend time with you, okay, in getting food from others or in cooking, that shows your investment. I invested as time on you to utilize in a proper way, right? And that is the only thing that you cannot lose, right? Even the memories. Talk about the memories. You used to say, no, there is a one time, sir. We had a lot of fun and memories. So that is very, very important, right? So time is always a very important factor which will be helpful for your life, right? So with this, we come to this end of this session. I hope you have learned some things about managing your time in an effective way. So thank you also. If you have any questions, you can ask, or any feedback regarding the session, you can go ahead. Yes. Sir, if you're enjoying writing or assignment, it will happen in time, sir. Right? Yes, exactly. Okay. Sir, how the money and time is related? Like if a poor person apply for government certificate, he should go behind offices many times, but when a rich man, yeah, that is what the system we have in our country. Okay, it is not that here money and money and the times are related means if you lose your money, right? Next time you can earn it, right? You can go to your work and you can earn that money again, or you can earn more than that, and then you can give to the particular government officer, and then you can do it. Suppose if the particular government officer is there and you are not able to get a certificate, after 2 years or after 1 year, you are earning the money and going, that government officer will not be there. Or that time he may ask 5,000 rupees, but after 2 years he may ask 10,000 rupees. That time will not come here. Right? Did you understand, Subin John? Okay. Any other thing? Any feedback? Anything you want to share? You can share it in the chat box. Any queries? Any questions regarding that? How I should manage my time? You can ask. Okay, no questions. I hope no questions. Don't want to share anything. Okay, so I will share our small video before ending the session. Yes. So what you understand from this video, everyone knows that time is very precious, right? But if you make if you started wasting your time for small things, definitely we have a big impact. Okay, at the end of the day. So that is a story it says, right? Your ultimate objective is just I want to get this. But when the time is given, complete it and you can take a rest, or complete it and you can wait for that uh, some other activities or some other work, right? That is what that video says, right? Okay. So with this, I come to this. We come to the end of the session. So okay. So with that, we come to the end of the session. So thank you for all your participation. I hope you got some inputs in managing your time. So until if you are practicing on your life or taking it to the next level, it will be very difficult for you to manage your time. And being a first year's right, it's a right time for you people to start planning on everything about your career goals, because there are a lot of works and assignments out there in a row, right? You know, every day you are hearing a class, assignment, SEC, this, that. Okay. So you have to take necessary steps in managing everything, which will definitely will give you a relief for you if you have a proper plan for managing it. Okay. So with this, we come to the end of the session. So thank you for everyone for for your participation. Thank you all. So over to Vaishnav.
Thank you so much, sir, for your considerable presentation. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Kamakshi to deliver the word of thanks.
Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Dear friends, we hereby come to the end of this wonderful and enlightening session. I'm Kamakshi Ji from the Department of Life Sciences. I feel humbly privileged to be delivering this vote of thanks on this occasion. I would like to thank Father Principal, our management and Center of Soft Skills and Aptitude Training for presenting us with such learning opportunities. I would like to thank Professor Somasundaram sir for taking time out of his schedule to engage us today on this platform. I thank Professor Opika and Dr. Rupa, the staff coordinators who helped organize this session. I also want to thank the audience for being present and engaging the professor, offering us a more insightful time. Thank you, one and all.
We have now come to the end of the session. I once again thank everybody to be a part of this event. Before leaving, I kindly request all the students to please fill the feedback form that is in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you, students. Thank you for your wonderful participation. And thank you, the student coordinator, Vaishnavi, Jennifer, and Kamakshi. And also, I thank the staff coordinator, Optimum, and Deepak. So, thank you all. Students, please fill the feedback form before leaving. After 3 minutes, we will end the session. Before that, fill the feedback and you can leave the meeting. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I will end the meeting.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank
It was
you.
a very informative session.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, students. We will end the meeting. Thank you.